In this video lesson, you'll discover what the granulated wash is and how to use it in watercolor painting.
The saw wash gives a much smoother texture because the pigment flows down and the brush strokes are diagonal. Such an angle helps to intermix the paint on the paper more thoroughly. Nevertheless, even with the saw wash, this blue rectangle has some faint brush marks. This happens because the cerulean blue pigment is very heavy. It sinks to the bottom of the saucer very fast, and I have to stir this every time before loading the paint onto the brush. Heavy pigment particles are also sinking down onto the texture of the watercolor paper. The watercolor paper sheet that I am using is cold-pressed, which means it has a medium-sized tooth, not too smooth and not too rough, but it is enough to cause the granulation of heavy pigment paint. Therefore, the granulated wash is not a special method of applying paint on paper, but is what happens to heavy pigments when they separate from water and sink down, collecting on the bottom of the paper tooth. The degree of granulation depends on several factors, but above all on the weight and size of pigment particles.